Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube page. So, my name is Harshit Gautam, and I'll be taking you throughout this session today. Right. So, as promised, we are back with our exclusive resume preparation sessions. All right. So today we are going to talk about that what is resume, why to tailor your resume, then what is JD, which is known as job description, why it is important, right? Then how to identify your relevant skills and experiences, then keywords, what are keywords, why they are important, how to choose relevant keywords for your job that you are applying for, then customizing resume layout, which is again another important thing. Then cover letter, what is cover letter, how to build it, like everything about it. And then final tips and best practices. All right. Now, whenever we talk about resume, right? So first of all, you should be aware of that what is resume. Whenever you are applying for a job, for example, data scientist job role or data analyst job role, maybe business analyst. So you will be sending one official document to the recruiter, which will hold your educational background, your qualifications, your certifications, skills that you have, projects that you have worked on, your experience, like everything about you, even though your contact details, right? And that document will be nothing but resume. Now, if you want recruiter to know that, okay, this person exists by the name of like ABC, whatever, and is good fit for this job role. So you should tailor your resume perfectly. You should mention about your skills, about your knowledge, about your projects in a perfect way. So that is why resume is very important thing. And talking about visibility, so again, for visibility and relevance, it is very important to build your resume, right? Then alignment with job and culture. See, whenever you are applying for a particular job role in a particular company, the company will have its own working culture. Okay, if that is an Indian company or American company, Australian company, African company, it depends. So you will have to update your resume according to that thing. Okay. Now, talking about interview chances, so let me tell you that whenever any company releases any vacancy, there will be multiple applicants like you applying for the job role. Okay. Now, for example, there are 1,000 applicants applied for that job. There will be only few resume, few candidates selected for interview. All those 1,000 will not be called for interview. Now, if you want to be in those top 10, top 20 students to be called for interview, you will have to make sure that your resume reflects your knowledge, your skills perfectly, right? Then standing out is again very important. As I told you that there will be multiple applicants. So you will have to let them know that among all those 1,000 students, you have something special, right? You consist something that like really you can do for the company, for their organization. Now, talking about job description. So whenever we apply, like we talk about any job vacancy, whenever any company releases a vacancy, they also release one official document called as job description, which is also known as JD. And that JD will hold all those skills required for the job, all those roles and responsibilities. So for me, understanding job description is the most important thing. See, there are different designations. For example, data scientist, data analyst, right? But in a company, when they release a vacancy, they're specifically looking for few like skills and techniques. For example, if they want a data scientist, maybe they are interested in natural language processing. So they will be asking for natural language processing or like LLMs, such things. Right. And that thing they will write, they will mention in job description. What kind of work they are expecting. So everything will be in JD. So understanding JD is very important. For that, you will have to read out that JD completely. So what you have to do whenever you read any JD, you have to identify and prioritize skills that they are looking for. First thing. Then you have to focus on basic and essential qualifications. What are the certificates they're looking for? For example, we provide all those certificates at 360DigiTMG, all those NASCOM, Sunny certificate, all those project related certificate from AiSPRY. So those are like important ones. Then adopting job language, whatever job you are applying for, the job language will be also reflected into JD. So you can realize and like you can read and you can also copy that in your resume. Then interview insights again. When you will read the JD properly, you will list out all those skills that they're looking for. Maybe they will be asking questions from that same area, right? So you can predict and prepare what kind of questions they will be asking in interview, right? Now, how to identify your skills and experience? Okay, you will have multiple skills, but the job you are applying for that, how to identify skills and experience and how to put those things in your resume. So what you have to do, you have to list out all those skills present in JD. At the same time, list out all those skills that you have and match them, whether all of them are matching or not. And if few of them are not matching, mention them. Then like you can mention them in your resume at that time also, but make sure that before going to interview you learn about those things. Okay, if you think that okay, in between applying and getting call for interview, I'll be able to prepare for those things, so you can mention. But again, if you're writing that thing in your resume, you should be aware of that thing. Otherwise, don't no need to put that thing. Then highlight your achievements. Now again, this is very important thing, and whenever we talk about highlighting your achievements, we basically talk about quantifying your skills. Okay, quantifying your achievements. For example, in your recent company or whatever company you have worked in, if you have an experience, you can mention that I got this award. For example, any star award, spot award, quarterly award, anything, whatever award you got. Okay, employee of the month, employee of the year, such kind of awards. At the same time, you can write like measurable achievements. For example, you can mention that I led team of 15 people work on a project. Okay, so such things you can mention in your resume. After that, you have to prioritize your content. You might have multiple skills, but some of them, few of them will not like may not be relevant to the job you are applying for. So you have to like keep relevant experiences first, then update it regularly. Update is very important thing, whether it is about your knowledge, your skills, your resume, anything. It's very important. Even though you download one software and after a certain period of time, you need to upgrade it, right? Update it. So updating your knowledge, learn about new things, go to like YouTube page of 360DigiTMG, talk to your mentors of 360DigiTMG and learn new things about new techniques, whether there is any new LLM launched, there is any new library for the same task, which is easier to use and like better thing is there. And learn about those things at the same time, mention those things in your resume also and update your resume regularly. And whenever we talk about updation, like updating your resume, you have to update your resume for each vacancy you are applying for according to its JD. Okay, now whenever we talk about resume, keywords are something like very important thing about resume. But before that, let me tell you that whenever like multiple applicants apply for a job role, so for example there are 1,000 applicants applied for that job. Now this like these 1,000 resumes, they will not be checked by any human being. What happens, there is a software called as ATS. Okay, so all those 1,000 resume will be provided to ATS software and it will match keywords between 1,000 resumes, like each resume and the JD. And based on that, it will provide ATS score to each resume. And from there, top resume with top ATS score will be selected for interview. So maybe top 10, top 20 resume with highest ATS score. And that ATS score will be between 0 to 100. Don't worry, I'll let you know before applying how to check your resume ATS score. Okay. Then identifying relevant keywords is very important. So you have to first identify your relevant keywords and then you have to put them in your resume. But while doing this, make sure that you're like maintaining naturalness of your resume. You don't have to put like too many keywords or like imbalance use of keyword. Many people make the biggest mistake that they put anything and everything in their resume, no matter they are that the thing, that content is relevant to the context or not. Okay, so focus on relevant keywords, right? And avoid like irrelevant things putting in a resume. Then customizing resume layout. Now that is again another important thing. Whenever we talk about resume, the layout is very important thing. So let me tell you that there are three options, like three formats: chronological, functional, and combination. So these three formats are good to go with. You can choose any one of them and you can build your resume. But make sure that while layouting your resume, preparing your resume, you have to make it neat and clean. Okay, it should be simple as you can. Then placement of different portions, like uh, you have to put your skills and your certificates. At the same time, you have to put your experience and projects. So first, you should focus on your skills and projects. These two things are very important. Okay. Then next thing, you can put your certifications, your qualifications, all those things. Now, talking about cover letter, so let me tell you that whenever you apply for a job, there will be multiple applicants applying for that job, and some of them will not be truly interested in that particular job and that particular company. Okay, and that company and recruiter also knows this thing. So whenever you are sending your resume, you can write one cover letter and let them know that you are interested in this job, you are sending your resume. Okay, and basic things about you, very basic, like you can have 100 to 200 words maximum, like that is a good format. And it will give one personal touch to your application. And there are higher chances if you write cover letter that your resume will get shortlisted, because it will let them know that you are really interested in that job. You're not one of those folks who just saw the vacancy and they hit the apply button. Okay, so it's important to have that thing. Then talking about final tips and best practices. So whenever you are applying for the job, before applying itself, you have to read your resume properly. Okay, make sure that there are no grammatical mistakes. You have not written anything which you are not aware of. If there is any technique or technology which you are not aware of, and if you think that, okay, if I'm going to get that interview call within 10 days, I'll not be able to prepare, don't put it. Okay, if you put and you're not prepared and they ask same thing in interview, it's problematic. Okay, then taking feedback from your mentors. So you can talk to your 360 DigiTMG mentors to take help, whether you have any mistake in your resume or not, you should be updating something in your resume or not, right? Then keep it current. As I told you, updating is very important. Engage in networking, again another very important thing. Go to LinkedIn, okay, go to naukri.com and build your connections. And when I say that engage in networking, go to build your LinkedIn and build your connections, I'm not talking about like go and search for your like childhood friend. You have to connect with those people who are working as data scientist or data analyst. Okay, such kind of job roles. You have to follow companies pages. Okay, and you have to make friends them, so that, for For example, they are doing some project, they're posting that online on LinkedIn. So you will be aware of that thing, right? Then many students, they have this doubt that where to apply for a job. I can't see any vacancy. So you can go to naukri.com, shine.com, quicker jobs, indeed. We have like all these job portals like LinkedIn. Okay, so Google for jobs. Go to these like platforms, job portals, build your professional profile there, and start applying for different job roles. But again, whenever you build these profiles, make sure that your profile picture, your background image, they are very simple and dedicated to data science, and they're professional. It's not like, it should not be like you went to a party or taking a selfie, okay, and you are uploading that photo. So you should avoid all those things. It should be professional, okay, and yeah, these things. Then these are few Google search results. So whenever someone goes to browser search engines and they search for like data science jobs vacancies in India, okay, fresher data science jobs in India, so they get multiple results. And when they click on these links, they directly jump into page with links for different job vacancy, and you can also do the same and apply for different job roles. Okay, now here we have few keywords for technical skills, analytical skills, data management, business understanding, and like different things. So according to JD, you can choose what kind of keywords you have to take. You can take a snap, or you can like note it down. So these are the keywords, but again, don't put every keyword. You have to select and prioritize what keywords you have to put in your resume. Okay. Then there are few frequently asked questions in interview. For example, are you willing to relocate or not? Then give me example of your creativity. How do you feel about working nights and weekends? So see, these questions and answer of these questions might be personal. It can be subjective. Okay, it can vary person to person. So you can decide what you have to answer, right? Then talking about us, so you can contact us at 1-800-212-654321. You can inquire us at this email address, and you can visit our official site 360digitmg.com. And talking about our offline learning centers, so we have Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. These are our headquarter offline centers, and we have our franchisee across the globe. Okay. So, and we have recently newly launched franchisee in Noida. That's a great news. You can scan these QR codes so that you can find us on different social media platforms, and you can follow us there, and you can get all those updates regarding data science and what is happening worldwide in field of data. Right. Now, I'll take couple of minutes to walk you through our official page one by one. Yeah. So this is our official website, 360digitmg.com. And when you go to this page, on the top, you will get multiple options. One of them is learning resources. Okay. Just hover over your cursor there. You will get multiple options. And one of them is this resume optimization hub. So you just have to click on that resume optimization hub. Yeah. And then click on this get started for free now. And when you click on this page, you will get like this option. So on this area, when you click upload your resume, so you can navigate that area from where you have to upload your resume. Make sure that it is PDF or document. Okay. And on the right side here, either you can type or copy paste your JD, that job you are applying for. And if the JD is a file, you can choose from here. And simply you have to click on this compare now. So what it will do, it will read your resume, it will read all that JD, and based on keyword matched, it will provide one ATS score between 0 to 100. At the same time, it will let you know that what are keywords missing and matching in your resume. And you can also download your updated resume. Okay. So isn't this amazing? Right. Then talking about the site, we will get this mind map thing. So you can read out this mind map. You can revise all those concepts within 5 minutes. So make sure that you go through this mind map every day, minimum 3 to 4 times, 5 times. And you just have to press this back. And on this all, you will get mind map for different modules like Tableau, Power BI, IoT, MLOps, data engineering, machine learning. Okay, everything. Then you can find us on YouTube. So we upload different videos on YouTube regarding like projects, explanation, then different topics of Python, SQL, machine learning. So you can find like a lot of informative content on YouTube page. So you can subscribe this page and best of luck to all the folks out there. Build your resume, start applying for different job role and become a data scientist, data analyst very soon. Right. Wish you all the best and thanks everyone for joining the session. We will again meet next week. Thank you. Bye bye.